Have you ever reached the end of the month and asked yourself, where did all my money go? You work, you get paid, and suddenly, poof, your balance disappears and the bills keep coming. The good news is, you don't need to be a financial expert to change that. In fact, in just 30 minutes, you can organize your budget and understand exactly how to use your money wisely. Sounds impossible? Then stick with me, because I'm going to show you a simple, direct, and practical step-by-step method so you can finally take control of your money. No complicated spreadsheets, no magic formulas, just what really works. Step 1. Find out where your money is going before thinking about cutting expenses or performing miracles with your salary. We need to understand one basic thing. Where exactly is your money going? Without this step, it's like trying to clean a house while blindfolded. So here's what you're going to do. Grab your bank statement, credit card statement, Pix receipts, everything you spent last month. Don't be afraid or ashamed of what you'll find. This is not about judgment. It's about diagnosis. Now, categorize your expenses into simple groups: food, transportation, housing, fixed bills, leisure, impulse purchases. Yes, they exist. Others, you can write this down in a spreadsheet, an app, or even on paper. What matters is having clarity, because you can only change what you can see. And hey, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're unsure about an expense, put it under others for now. The important thing is to build this financial map of your life. Step 2. See how much comes in and how much goes out. Now that you have an idea of where your money is going, it's time for the comparison most people avoid. But it's essential. How much you earn versus how much you spend. Start with the basics. What's your total monthly income? Include your salary, freelance jobs, side gigs, alimony, any money coming in monthly. Then, add up all the expenses you recorded in step 1. It's okay to round off or estimate. The goal here is to have a clear view, not a perfect one. Now comes the key question. Are you spending more than you earn? Or is there something left at the end of the month? If you're spending more, don't panic. That's more common than you think. But it's a clear sign that you need to make some adjustments, and I'll show you how in a moment. If you have money left, great. That means you can start saving, investing, or achieving a goal you've been putting off due to lack of planning. This step is like looking in the mirror. Sometimes we don't like what we see, but that's exactly what starts the change. Step 3. Create realistic limits for each type of expense. Now that you know where your money goes and whether it's enough or not, it's time to make the most powerful move. Set limits. Think of your budget like a game. Each category has a max amount you can spend, and your goal is to stay within those limits without making life miserable. Take the categories from step 1 and decide. Food, how much is enough? Leisure, how much can you enjoy without overspending? Fixed bills, is there anything you can renegotiate? Pro tip, start with essential expenses: housing, food, transportation. These need to be covered first, then see where you can cut back. Sometimes, just looking closely helps you spot invisible leaks. Daily food delivery, subscriptions you don't use, impulse buys, And remember, saving money is also an essential expense. Try to set aside at least 10% of your income for emergencies, or a personal goal like traveling, upgrading your phone, or getting out of debt. You don't need to be extreme. It's about finding a balance that fits your life, because a budget that suffocates you, you'll abandon, but one that respects your reality, you'll stick to. Step 4. Create a simple plan to track everything there. No point in creating a perfect budget in 30 minutes, and then forgetting it exists. Now it's time to keep it working in your daily life, and I promise, it doesn't have to be complicated. You just need a simple way to track your spending. It could be a finance app. There are plenty of free ones, a spreadsheet on your computer, or even a notebook in your drawer. What matters is that every week, you take 5 minutes to check what came in, what went out, and whether you're within your limits. If you notice you're going off track, don't beat yourself up. Just adjust and keep going. A budget is a living tool. It changes with your reality. Here's a bonus tip. Set a personal goal, something that motivates you. It could be saving 500 reals for a trip, paying off a debt, or buying something you've wanted for a while. When we have a clear objective, it's much easier to stay focused, and if you manage to stick to it for a week, celebrate. It doesn't have to cost anything, a moment for yourself, a free outing, a bit of rest. You deserve to acknowledge your effort. See how organizing your budget in 30 minutes is much simpler than it seems. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to start. With this step-by-step, you already have everything you need to take the first step toward controlling your money and your peace of mind. Now tell me, which of these steps are you going to apply today? Leave it in the comments. And if this video helped you in any way, like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also needs to get their finances in order. It might be just the nudge they've been waiting for. See you in the next video. Until then, take care of your money. And of yourself too.